Hi children, welcome to VA in School. I am Maithili here. Now we are seeing the chapter 5, separation of substances. Okay, come we will see the methods of separations. What are all the methods of separation? Okay, take page number 36. Okay, in that page we will read about what are all the methods of separation. First we will see about hand picking. Hand picking. So in the name itself you may what? Understand? We are going to remove the substances using our hand. We are picking the substances, different substances. Okay. For example, bring a packet of food grain. Okay, purchased from a shop. Okay. Now spread the grains on the sheet of paper. Okay. Do you find only one kind of grain on the sheet of paper? Are there pieces of stones, husks, broken grain and particles of any other grain in it? Now remove with your hand the pieces of stone, husk and other grains from it. Okay. See, and for example, if you buy water, some rice or dal or if some other pulses are mixed in there, what you will do? You will remove it by hand picking. No, this method of hand picking can be used for separating slightly larger size impurities. Okay. So using this method is used to remove the impurities separating slightly larger sized, okay, impurities like the pieces of dirt, stone and husk from wheat, rice or pulses, okay. The quantity of such impurities is usually not very large. In such situations, we find that hand picking is a convenient method of separating substances. Okay children, look here, a man, see he is putting some rice or something in the plate and he is removing by hand picking the impurities. No, hand picking stones from grains. Okay, that is the one method. Okay children, come we will see the second method of separation. That is nothing but threshing. What it is called? Threshing. Okay. You must have seen bundles of wheat or paddy stalks, okay, lying in fields. Paddy field and wheat field you may see, no? Yeah, you may see that bundles of paddy or wheat stalks lying in the fields. Okay. So, after harvesting the crop, stalks are dried in the sun before the grain is separated. What they will do? They will, yeah, they let it to dry. Okay. So, the stalks are dried in the sun. Okay. After harvesting, what they will do? They will allow the stalks to get dry, okay, in the sun before the grain is separated from them. Each stalk has many grain seeds attached to it. Okay. See, imagine that the number of grain seeds in hundreds of bundles of stalk lying in the field. How does the farmer separate grain seeds from those bundles? Is it easy to what? Yeah, pluck one seed, one grain from the stalk? No, it will be very difficult. So, one may pluck mangoes or guavas from the trees because it is large in size. Okay, but grain seeds are much smaller than mangoes or guavas. So, plucking them from the stalk would be impossible. So, how does one can separate grain seeds from their stalks? That the process that is used to separate grain from stalks is called threshing. What it is called? Threshing. In this process, the stalks are beaten to free the grain seeds. Look here, see the stalks. The man taken some amount of stalks in his hand, okay, and he is what? Yeah, he is beating that stalk on a stone, okay, so that the grain will fall. Okay. So, in this process the stalks are beaten to free the grain. Sometimes threshing is done with the help of bullocks. Okay. So, by pressing it, okay, bullocks will walk on the stalks. So, due to that pressure what will happen? The grains will fall. Okay, and machines are also used to thresh large quantities of grain. Nowadays they are using threshing machines. Okay, to what? To remove the grains from the stalks. Okay children, that is called threshing. This is nothing but threshing. See here, the man is having a bundle of stalk in his hand and he is beating it on the stone. So what will happen? Gently he is beating, not okay. So what will happen? The grain will fall. Okay. After they will collect the grain. Okay. That is one more method. Okay children. Come we will see the next method. That is nothing but winnowing. What it is called? Winnowing. Okay. Look here children, make a mixture of dry sand with sawdust or powdered dry leaves. Okay, make a mixture of dry sand and dry leaves. See, keep this mixture on a plate or a newspaper. Look at this mixture carefully. Can the two different components be made out easily? Are the sizes of particles of the two components similar? Would it be possible to separate the components by hand picking? Can you remove the dry leaves? If it is small in size, can you remove it from the sand? Is it easy? No. So what we will do? Now take your mixture to an open ground and stand on the raised platform. Okay, put the mixture in a plate or sheet of paper. Hold the plate or the sheet of paper containing the mixture at your shoulder height. Tilt it slightly so that the mixture slides out slowly. See what happens? Do both the components, sand and sawdust, fall at the same place? No. What will happen? Yeah, is there a component that blows away? Yes, the light component which the sawdust or the dry leaves will blows away due to the air, due to the wind. The wind managed to separate the two components. Yes, here the wind helps to remove the component, to separate the components. Due to the air, the lightweight dry leaves or the sawdust will blow away. Okay, so this method of separating components of a mixture is called winnowing. What it is called? Winnowing. Look here children, the picture here. See what the lady is doing? She is standing on a table and putting the mixture. Okay, due to the wind, putting down the, winnowing is used to separate heavier and lighter components. Here, the mixture is made up of lighter and heavier. See, the lighter components are dry leaves or the sawdust, and the heavier is the dry sand. Due to the blowing wind, what will happen? The sawdust will blow away, and the sand will fall down. Okay, so look here, this is the sand, and this is the husk. In terms of grain, if you take, so it is mixed with water. Husk means what will happen? How to remove the husk from the grain? Yeah, by this process winnowing only. Okay. So while doing this, what will happen? The husk will blow away and the grain will fall down here. Okay. In this way we can remove in our house also our mother will do this. Our grandmother will remove the husk from the grains. Okay. So winnowing is used to separate heavier and lighter components of a mixture by wind or by blowing air. Okay. How it is doing? It is done by the blowing air or by wind. Okay. Now turn the page children. So this method, winnowing, is commonly used by farmers to separate lighter husk particles from heavier seeds of grains. Okay. The husk particles are carried away by the wind. The seeds of grain get separated and form a heap near the platform for winnowing. Okay. The separated husk is used for many purposes such as fodder for cattle. Okay. Such as fodder for cattle. Okay children. So that particle also very useful. Here that husk is used for fodder for cattle. It acts as the fodder for cattle. Okay children. So these are all the methods. Now we will see some other methods of separating the substance in our next video. Okay children.